This is one of our fences for the Chicago Hunter Derby, and this goes back to the 1700s. It's a zigzag log fence, and they would build these in the fields, and then the rock that you see at the base, they would pile the rock up throughout the field to get it out of the way and put it at the base of the fence. And then over time, the wood would rot away and just leave the rock wall. And when you're driving around farms and you see rock walls, this is where they came from. And it's 1700s era. This here is our bourbon barrel jump, and it's also called an Italian oxer. We've got the natural grass roll top in the middle with the 3 rails pressed all the way to the front and double rails hanging in the back. And this was a fence that George Morris and I looked over and thought that this would be a great derby fence. It's so solid, and it's the first day they'll be jumping it coming from the logs to here, and I think the second day they'll be coming down the bridge, so they can just keep on galloping to it, and it's just a nice solid jump. And we've done the double rails in the back. So this fence is just a natural hedge fence, and this will be a minimal ground line fence for the Chicago Hunter Derby. We've actually planted these hedges into the ground, and we've put the flagstone, the classic look here, and it's a George Morris favorite. He loved this fence. And this will be the different high options and low option fence as well. So we'll trim some of these down, and some of them we'll leave them up, and this will be a nice fence. Well, this fence is still under construction, and it's a hanging brush box. And we've attached 2 Riviera gates together and stuffed them with brush, and then we hang them on a log. Now, in the original concept, this would be called a bullfinch. And back in the fox hunting days, the horses would have to jump through this brush that was grown above the fence line. But we're going to cut it down and make it nice for the Chicago Hunter Derby and do it at a 4-foot height here, and we'll shave it off to match the Riviera gates. Still in construction. So this is the classic white style fence. It's what you would see at a Hickstead Derby. Steve Stevens created it for Derby finals last year, and we liked the concept, so we purchased that fence. And as you're going along here, it's just a long white fence, and it keeps on going just like you're in a paddock. Going, and it's 4 foot 2 inches tall. Then we come down to a lower option, and it's your classic coupe. And this board actually came off of an old ring that we recycled, and it's a recycled coupe. And then we keep on going, and it goes back to the fence. This is 4 foot 2 as well, and we've given quite a natural looking ground line here. But overall, we've got about a 100-foot white fence here that horses can jump anywhere they'd like. And this is a very classical style coupe. Of course, for safety, the blocks break away, so if a horse does, oh, well, there's a mouse. Well, we're really down in the field hunt there. And all of this, as you see on all of these jumps, we've got beautiful decorations, and that's Rocco Fiore. Drew has done a wonderful job for us these past 5 years. I mean, he comes out and he brings the crew out, and they're the ones who kind of put all the decorations on it and make the jumps look amazing. So thank you, Drew from Rocco's, and this is the classic coupe. Well, this is our classic log between the 2 trees, and this log has evolved over time. 5 years ago we installed this for the Chicago Derby, and we just cut the sides, and we used it various ways with hanging rails and stuff, and now Boyd Coyle has cut in a flower bed for us, and we're turning it into a planter log. These are mums, and this will be used in the handy in the 2nd round for the Derby. I like to call this the George Morris vertical here. This is as classic as you can get. It's got the gate with the coupe right under it. You know, when you look at it, well, I'm not old enough, but everybody keeps telling me this just reminds me so much of the old days. So you know, I'm getting to learn a lot about the history of the sport, working with George Morris and working here at Chicago Hunter Derby, and it's been nice.